Hi guys, thanks for taking the time to tune in to this video. You're joining me at Mayflower Pool in France. It's a late celebration for my dad's 70th birthday. Basically, 3 of us have driven down here with all the gear in a big Mercedes Sprinter, what we hired. Travelled throughout the night, obviously worked during the day Friday, so we're all pretty tired, but we set a bed up in the back of the van so we could all have a kip and share the driving. It's a bit of a long journey down here, 600 miles altogether, but either way, hopefully it'll be worth it. It's a lovely little venue. Basically it's about 10 acres in size, roughly 250 fish, average weight sort of 35–36 pound, a few 40s. We've spawned a few weeks back now, so there's only probably a couple of 50s, usually about 5, but either way, this trip, size doesn't matter. It's a celebration for my dad, 70th birthday, so we come here to get a few bites. A guy called Steve is with us. He hasn't fished in France before, so anything for him's a result. We'd like to get him sort of high 30s. If we can get him a 40, that'd be awesome. But yeah, like I said, it's a celebration, so we're going to kick back, relax, have a few beers, hopefully get a few bites once everyone turns up. Lee's gone to get my dad and Roy from the airport, so he's going to be a good hour or so. Their flight was also delayed, which is never a good start, because obviously we want to do it right, we want to do a draw. We don't just want to start fishing without them. There's fish showing everywhere on the lake. This is the shallow end. They can show them behind me, jumping right out of the water. These 2 swims, 1 and 2, were fished last week. They produced 19 bites, a couple of 40s, a lot of 30s, a load of 20s, but apparently a lot of the bites, the majority of the bites were sort of from 6 o'clock to probably 10 o'clock in the morning. So either way, we're not fishing at the moment, but we're not missing nothing, judging by last week's catch reports. Just looking through the trees now, there's a swim over there, and I just see bubbling up along a tree line. I'm really itching to go, it's driving me mad, but I've just got to sit on my hands. I've been prepping my bait. I brought with me a live system from CCmoore's, and I'm currently air drying a load of XXX as well. I've chopped up the live system in a bucket, put the boilie dip on it, just get it real juiced up really, give it a good shake. I'm just got the sun beaming down on the bucket in a minute, really trying to so the boilies soak up the flavouring, and hopefully once the bait's out on the spots, it's just going to constantly leak out attraction, because there's enough fish in here. Hopefully I'll nick a couple of bites, we'll see though. I've also brought the mini ultra mix pellets, that is, basically a variety of sizes. I've brought the oily bag mix, got loads of tins of sweet corn. I've got plenty of options basically. I don't just want, a lot of people say just come here, fish sweet corn, pellet, but I love my boilies, and I'm really confident at the moment using CCmoore products, and I couldn't have much more confidence in my fishing when I've got them products with me, so I'm not going nowhere without them basically. So it's actually, to be honest though, it will be the first time I'm using XXX. So I'm really looking forward to it. My good friend, got a couple of good mates, Mark, Woody, Ian Fisher, they're doing alright down Monk's Pit where I usually fish. Ian's had a fish called Mojo at 41 pounds, so that was the first time he used it down Monk's Pit as well. So it's a bait, it attracts a lot of big fish. Catch reports on the CCmoore website through, well, any of their baits, they all produce fish, but XXX really does seem to be a big fish bait at the minute. So you know, I'm very excited to use it, to be honest. Ian's had great results. Catch reports say it all. They don't lie, so it's a real nice fish meal. So I'm quite excited just to come here, hopefully catch a few, and then take it back to England at Monk's Pit, and then we'll give it a real good bash and hopefully nick a few big ones out of there. But yeah, I'm going to keep it short and sweet, because basically I've been travelling throughout the night. Been to the supermarket, got, well, trolley load of beer, more beer and water than anything else, no food, because we bought a bit of food anyway, so it don't matter. I'm going to go and get showered up, tie a few rigs just while we're waiting for my dad, Lee and Roy, and I'll tune back in later on. Well, the first night at Mayflower Pool, I've just had a 34/7 and now I've landed my first 40. I said I'd be happy with 140 and I've done it on the first night. 43 pounds exactly. I'm going to slip her back because we've already done the pictures, so she's been out a while. Caught on a CCmoore XXX with a wafter float on a D-rig over the top of it. So yeah, we'll keep it short and sweet and get her back. Hi guys, first morning. Last night was a bit of, well, yesterday was a bit of a write-off. I've had a result, which is good. I'll talk about that in a minute. Basically, I was waiting around for Dad and Roy, the flight was delayed. We had to obviously not fish, like I said earlier, until they got here, so we could do the draw nice and even. Everyone's in for, well, everyone's got the same chance in pretty much. But I come out third. My dad and Lee come out fourth and fifth. Can't remember which way round, but basically I let them two choose. I chose last because I weren't really fussed where I fished. So yeah, after deciding what swims we were all going to go in, the bad weather kicked in. We had loads of rain, massive lightning storms and stuff, but we managed to get our bivvies up and get everything chucked in the bivvies to keep it all dry. But Dad, well, we had to give my dad a hand, and then everyone kind of congregated in my dad's swim because there's like a lean-to and everything where the toilet, shower, cooking bit area is. Well, we just watched the heavens open pretty much. There's massive thunderstorms and that. Hanging around till sort of half nine. I just felt I needed to get my rods out. I wanted to be fishing, find some spots and that, so I come back to my bivvy, got myself sorted out. 2 rods out, 15 wraps and probably about 4 foot. Bed of bait, wafter on one, and the other one's just bottom bait, hardened hook bait, and XXX just tipped off with a bit of corn. And yeah, basically that's ripped off sort of an hour later, by about 12 o'clock. Turned out to be 34 pounds 7 ounces mirror, and then got the rod straight back out, and same thing pretty much happened again, to be honest, an hour later. It's, well, pure one toner, kited straight up the lake, giving it loads of side strain and everything. I thought I was going to lose it. I could feel the line grating off the tree to my right, and basically I just get loads of side strain, stood as far left in the swim as possible, dipped the tip. I managed to get the fish back, netted it, didn't think it was that big. It just come in a straight line, but I think that's obviously having the rod so low, playing it sideways. That action seems to bring the fish in pretty straight. You see it on quite a lot of DVDs and that, so it definitely works, especially in this shallow water as well. It just stops the fish from literally just going mad. It just brings them up straight line, straight towards you. So yeah, I might have to give that technique a little bash, hopefully if I get a few more bites. But yeah, it's 43 pounds, so I was well chuffed with that. Especially after getting soaked through. I literally got back in the bivvy soaked, absolutely smothered. Every time I took my waterproofs off I had a run, so it's all good fun. That's what it's all about, we're here to catch carp and have a good time. And yeah, I've done it already, caught a couple, I'm having a good time. I think Lee's had one, I'm not sure on the weight. I heard him just had a bit of carnage over there last night, so no doubt I'll find out during the day. I'll let you know how big it was. But I'll keep it short and sweet. I want to have some breakfast, sort my life out. Do a bit of feature finding because there's a nice gap in the trees to my right here. I'm going to stick one rod in this gap, keep 2 rods straight out in front of me, and yeah, go from there really, see what the day brings. Right, here's another 24 pounder from Mayflower. Caught it on the solid bag with a XXX wafter in, tipped off with a bit of corn, absolutely pelted off. Also putting out mini ultra mix pellets, and I'm actually using oily bag mix as well, so it's all looking good so far. Third fish of the trip. Right, here's another one caught on the wafters over the XXX and the pellets. First common of the trip. Not many commons in the lake. I think the biggest is about 45 in here, but this is bang on 35. So I'm well happy with this one. Can't beat a good old common. I'm going to get her back, so I'm getting liners.